Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of the WR Podcast, episode 55.
55 episodes of the WR Podcast.
We're doing big things here. Big things popping, little things stopping.
Absolutely. With that being said, I want to apologize for last week's episode. I know Pops took a little siesta, and I took a little siesta myself.
I was the savior of misbehavior for that podcast.
Yeah.
I was the savior. I ate your wheel.
I ate your wheel. I just want to apologize, guys. I'm going
It was
through
a long day.
Long day. We only have a day sometimes to film some of this stuff.
Really cramped.
And you got to get it cramped in there, guys.
So we apologize on behalf of UCLA Bruins and Finger Poke over here.
No.
Home of Mr. Sensational.
Collar and elbow.
I fell asleep. Anybody asked me I gave a fuck? No.
Hey, also, there's something I like to give a
Well, that and yeah, I just want to apologize for that. Very unprofessional.
Yeah.
It won't happen again, guys.
We apologize.
But with that being said,
also, there's something I want to hype up.
Yeah.
The movie Queen of the Ring.
That
was actually here in Louisville, by the way.
Actually, they already released it in Louisville first. They're gonna release it in Louisville because it was made in Louisville.
Yep.
And
I'm actually looking forward to that movie with Mildred Burke. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it makes fucking DVD where I can buy it. I hate going to movie theaters, but that's just me.
Be on the lookout for that. It's pretty interesting. And also, we want to apologize also for the slowdown of the channel as far as video wise. Busy, don't have a lot of time to do a lot of things.
We've been busy.
Also,
we also been fucking cold.
Well, cold. Literally, guys, it rained straightly for nearly 2 days.
We had a flood.
There was a flood in
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Actually lost 20 people due to this flood.
Due to this
here
flood,
in the state of Kentucky.
Here in the state of Kentucky, pretty much the entirety of Kentucky was under flood.
Yeah.
Now, behind our house is a creek, and it was
swimming.
We could have went swimming
in our own backyard.
Literally, our backyard was flooded, and
get your hip boots on, boys.
But after that, the next day, we got about a few inches of snow.
Yep.
On top of that, so that was fucking fantastic. Cold temperatures. I hate fucking Kentucky weather. It's god awful. Not only that, but I want to know how you guys feel real quick since we're on the thing of Kentucky. We know that KFC is moving its headquarters from Louisville, Kentucky, where it's based out of, to Dallas, Texas.
You want to hear my thoughts on it?
Yes, I want to hear your
thoughts.
Good
fucking written. Go ahead and go because KFC sucks.
And see, that is one thing that people, like hot hedgehog motherfuckers with big ass heads want to sit there and make fun of us because we live in Kentucky. And they say the only thing that ever came out of Kentucky that was any good was KFC.
Did you not watch the Kentucky Derby?
Even people in Kentucky think KFC is trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, we're world famous for the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
And don't forget that Derby pie.
That Derby pie.
I love Derby pie.
But
I love pie.
Pops, how do you feel about them going to Dallas, Texas? The KFC headquarters.
Oh well, like I really give a fuck.
There we go.
Get down there. Ron DeSantis needs you anyway.
Well, with that being said, before we do get started with this episode, let's talk a little merch real quick. Pops, I'm going to take you off the screen for just a minute.
Just a few seconds here.
And
plug our merch that we scam people out of.
Yes, we scam everybody, guys.
all them fake giveaways we do, man. I
All
tell you,
them haters.
we're scamming,
and
man. We're scammers.
We have the Wrestling Rampage sticker
Big shout out to Video Game XD
for making the classic logo. Then shout out to Damo.
Our boy Damo.
Podcast, baby. Damo, man.
And also go subscribe to the Bone Leaders Wrestling Podcast, and also subscribe to Video Game XD.
And we got the one I made of us as the Three Stooges.
That's the Three Stooges there, buddy.
Because that's who we are. We are the Three Stooges of,
or Three Fat Bastards, whichever one you prefer.
Or Three Fat Bastards, whichever you prefer.
And also,
by the way, real quick, the stickers are free. All you gotta do is get in contact with us. The best way to do it is through X, Twitter, or Instagram.
Home of the Mildew,
as you see at the bottom.
I call it Home of the Mildew.
Also, if you guys want to supply us just with a little bit of cheddar,
that's right, a little bit of kickback,
a little kickback,
not much.
You don't, guys don't have to spend a lot of money on Wrestling Rampage stuff. Okay, guys. We have the Wrestling Rampage. We have the Wrestling Rampage lapel pin. You can put it on your book bag. You can put it on your shirt.
You can put it on one of them bulletin boards if you want to.
That's right. Yeah. You can stick the back of it on there. You got a pin back on there, made out of metal, great quality. Check it out. Get yourself a pin.
Yes.
Sit there and put it on your T-shirt, put it on book bag,
T-shirt,
whatever you want to do it. Get yourself the Wrestling Rampage pin. The pin is $7, and if you do order a pin, you'll get the stickers with it. Best way to get in contact with us is through Twitter, X, or Instagram, if you guys would like that.
That's right.
Now,
and also special shout out to our first guest of the 2025.
Absolutely.
Tokyo Renee. Actually, go subscribe to ASAP Tokyo Renee's on
Instagram
and go on her YouTube channel. She's very awesome. She's actually doing great things. So
yeah, let's go ahead and bring Pops back up here.
Had to show love to everybody here.
Also, real quick, let's go ahead and discuss what we're going to talk about on this podcast.
Yes.
The wrestling news, of course.
Wrestling.
Pops, we even have a little game we're going to play here on Wrestling Rampage.
A little game.
Just a minute here. You didn't let me give my views on the pins and the stickers and everything. Here's it. For the people that like us, I know they back. But for you motherfuckers that don't like us, I don't give a fuck. Get one, burn it, shove it up your fucking ass. I don't give a fuck as long as you buy it.
Thank you, Pops, for that interpretation.
That's my candidate on that.
But what we're going to be talking about is the wrestling news. Of course, wrestling news is going rampant, as well as we're going to be doing a little quiz, a little test here.
Yeah.
A little game. And the last thing we're going to do is answer your guys' questions.
Answer your questions.
That you guys have been sending. You guys have been sending questions like crazy, trying to keep up, guys. It's a grind.
Yeah.
YouTube is a grind. Some people can hack it and some people can't.
We can hack it.
We can hack it.
It's just hey man, busy.
That being said, I guess we'll go ahead and go to the first.
Yes, we'll go ahead in the first wrestling news. You remember old buddy on X, right? On the land of mildew.
Yeah.
On the wonderful land of mildew.
Oh my.
The real one, right?
The real one.
He said something stupid before, right?
At WWE Real One.
Remember this idiot said something stupid once before?
I think he was the one that compared all the AEW stars to like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H,
Undertaker.
Kane.
Oh no, not that idiot.
Yeah, that moron.
Yeah, that idiot.
God.
Kane.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
That moron.
Yeah, that moron.
And he said, and I quote.
And you quote.
I'm done with the idea of Kevin Steen to AEW. It's clear as fuck that he has no passion. He's just there to collect a paycheck. He's not like Ricochet and decide to bet on himself. Kevin Owens sucks. You want me to tell you what it is, motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens is not leaving for a paycheck.
I think honestly, if he would go to AEW, it would be leaving for a paycheck.
Yes, if he would left WWE now and went to AEW, he'll just leave him for a paycheck.
Isn't that where the old wrestlers go to get a paycheck?
Yeah,
The ones that's in their 50s, 60s, 70s.
A little Christian Cage or Pops, a guy you know very well by the name of Cope.
Yep. Copey.
Copey.
Here's another thing. But here's the thing. Christian Cage is a different story. He resurrected his career in AEW. I'll give him that. I'll talk about it. He got a little bit over more than fucking.
But you see, I got to hand it to the Cope.
I'm sorry,
because he knows where to get that cheddar. He knows where not to do anything but get a paycheck. You can sit on the sidelines and get a paycheck.
True.
You gotta admit, Christian Cage got more over than Rated R Cope.
I think they both suck personally.
Well, here's the thing. Christian's a has been too, but here's the thing. He actually didn't do. I didn't see he had that horrible match with Cope on the fucking. I call it the hockey in Canada, or should we say the whistle in Canada?
The Canadian Molson.
Yeah. And drinking Molson moose piss.
Molson moose piss.
And by the way, Ricochet, he bet on Ricochet. I'll tell you right now, Ricochet sucks. You see his gimmick? How stupid he looks
with the robe.
He stole Prince Nana's robe. Yeah, with the ha ha. You know who he sounds like? Wheezy from fucking Toy Story 2.
Poor Wheezy.
You know what? The fucking penguin is in the back of books and all dusty. That's Ricochet's career right now. In the back of books.
Ricochet to me is now nothing but a
goddamn penguin off goddamn fucking Toy Story 2.
I mean, look. I mean, to me, just look at it. He bounces off the road. It's like a gymnast. It's like when I watch him, it's like I'm watching a gymnastics show. That's what it looks like to me.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this right now. You seen one Ricochet match? You seen them all.
You know what the funny part is? Somebody did a comment, and they said that Ricochet looks like a black version of Harvey Whippleman.
Harvey Whippleman, huh?
Yeah, and I can't get that. I can't get that image out of my head. Literally, it's fucking hilarious. Because he has the he's wearing the suit and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll show Pops real quick. Come on, bring it up, motherfucker. Damn thing's slow as shit. Got crappy internet, guys.
That's what it is. And we know crap when we see it. Give me a loaded day.
Hello today. All right, Pops. We're gonna present a screen.
It don't look
here.
like it's gonna happen, but I remember how Harvey Whippleman dressed. Okay, and if that right there is the case, yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, like he's wearing the same fucking suit and everything.
Poor Harvey Whippleman.
Yeah, poor Harvey Whippleman. And for some odd reason, the StreamYard's being a jackass.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
Well, it is. It is what it is.
It is.
It's not even worth fucking with it now.
Well, anyway, That being
You
said,
know, just type in Harvey Whipple and type in Ricochet, you'll see.
You know what he looks like. All you have to do is type it in. The picture will come up, and you'll see him.
Fucking right now, so we can't do it.
Everybody knows how to use a.
Oh, goddamn, finally it's fucking popped up.
I'm not
You can do it on your own time.
Do it on your own time. Everybody knows how to spell Harvey Whipple. Just type it in your computer, laptop, phone, or whatever, and you got it.
We'll pop up on Google. That's what Google's for. Google it.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know what you
that's
what
what
you
AEW
guys
fucking
tell about wrestling.
motherfuckers say.
We don't know this guy. Google it.
Yeah, fucking Google it.
Yeah, that's what they always fucking say. Pops, we have some we're gonna do all the AEW releases together, okay? Because there was some AEW releases.
Okay.
Now, one was Britt Baker.
Yep.
And from what I heard, her the reason why she was let go was and I have to sit here and agree because of some of the stories that came out about her, that when it comes to the women's locker room, she thinks she wrote that she reigns supreme of the women's locker room.
Almost like the one that's winning double belts is overpaid and overhyped.
Who's that, the Moaner?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Mercedes. You suck.
Well, here's what it is to me. The Q-tip guy. Every person that's in that locker room, he fillets their head just right here big, thinking they're the only ones that's ever stepped in the ring and did what they did. Fuck that.
Well, see, you can't just sit there and tell girls to get the fuck out of your locker room.
Me being me, if I was a girl, me being me, just like I said, if it was a wrestler, me being me, I would have told her, fuck off.
There you go. Well, some people are afraid to lose their jobs, but we know the way Tony Khan operates, guys. He's only fired CM Punk, really.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy Havoc. Other than that, he hasn't really fired a fucking anybody.
CM Punk wanted to leave any fucking way.
CM Punk was out the door anyway, so it didn't make a fuck to him.
And then when it comes to Jimmy Havoc, I think it was more about domestic violence towards women and stuff that he was fired.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jimmy Havoc.
The skinny motherfucking the hairdo guy. He doesn't get probably never had a fight in his life, so Daddy's always paid things off for him, so probably paid the bullies off. Don't fight with my son.
Well,
I took your money, but then again, maybe I wouldn't have.
Then again, another person got fired as well, and that was Bear Boulder.
Yeah, related to Dizzy Boulder.
Bear Boulder was part of that shitty tag team Bear Country, and
Bear Country. How stupid a name is that?
There you go.
Bear Country. What the fuck is that?
I guess they look like fucking bearded grizzly bears, I guess. I don't fucking know. Fuck these jobbers. They're jobbers. I'll say it right now.
Well, he was released because of battery towards his girlfriend.
Yeah, that shows he's a bitch, too, on top of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
ain't that right, Red Mike Knox?
Well, Q-Tip Man knows who to hire, don't he?
Now, well, by the way, who the fuck gives a fuck? Bear Country sucks anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even know this team. And I don't even know this team, and I don't even know Beer Boulder.
What do you say? My opinion is this right here. If it'd be me, I'd have felt like I'm saving me some money, and me being me, I'd have cleared a lot of fucking houses if it'd been me.
There's been another release, and that is Miro, aka Rusev.
Who gives a fuck?
Here's the thing.
Who gives a fuck?
Here's the thing. What the fuck has Miro done in AEW besides he showed up, Who was the fucking midget that he was fucking with? Kip Sabian, is that his name?
Yeah, Kip Sabian.
And fucking Penelope Ford. And
he was the best man.
He was the best man or whatever. And then he won the TBS championship. What the fuck else did he do in AEW?
That was meaningful.
They wouldn't nothing else. They wouldn't nothing else do.
I wouldn't even say any of that was meaningful.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's the shit you remember. Him coming in with a fucking Mickey Mouse pink shirt on, Mickey Mouse fucking pajama pants, brown shoes, looking like a fucking. He came from Disney World on a fucking vacation.
He probably was.
And that was his debut in AEW. Imagine that.
Yeah, wearing a fucking Mickey Mouse fucking pink shirt.
Yeah, he'll always be remembered for that. AEW. Oh my God.
Pajama pants.
And then the last one is Malachi Black, aka who was in WWE at some point. As
I heard about Malachi Black. I heard he was thinking about leaving a long time ago. It felt like it.
Same thing with Miro. Miro for the longest time he goes, fuck this. I'm just done. I'm just done
with this motherfucker.
And let's talk about this real quick. Do you think there's any potential of any of these firings going to WWE?
I'm gonna say
now we do know that Malachi did wrestle for WWE at some point.
Same thing as Miro.
Same thing as Miro.
But here's the thing.
Do you think Britt Baker maybe?
Maybe could. I'll give her a chance, but if she's gonna do the shit she was trying in AEW, I'm gonna say this ain't gonna work here, buddy. Hey, I ain't Tony Khan. I ain't putting up with it. I'll give
your ass right on the spot, because you know why? Because I don't give a fuck.
I'm pretty sure that they're certainly not going to fucking get Bear Boulder, you know.
Oh, fuck no, he don't even deserve it.
No. I would say they would probably they might be picked up by WWE. I don't know, but I don't think the Bearskin's gonna have a chance at it.
Maybe Miro and Malachi Black might go back to WWE, or you never know, they might try TNA. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, the floor is always open for a lot of wrestlers, and
that door's always open.
And Miro and Malachi Black, I'm pretty sure they're in their late 30s, early 40s.
So they ain't old.
So
they can still work.
They can still work. So I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised if they show up in WWE. Hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if they show up in TNA.
Well, I would. Wherever to me they show up, I wish them a lot of luck. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's out of the realm of them, Yeah, see, Malachi Black is
39 years old.
He's 39, so he's pushing that 40. And then I believe Miro is probably
age.
Yeah, he's probably around that same age.
Yep, 39.
39.
Same age.
Yeah. They're both 39. So
you got you got a few years left,
Now Britt Baker, I think she's in her early 30s.
She's 33. Yep.
Yeah.
So they could be picked up.
Yeah.
They could have a few years left on them if WWE has something interesting for them to do. That's also another thing too.
Yeah, that's another thing about it.
But Tommy, there was one other release left from AEW.
Yes.
And this guy could go to WWE.
Ricky Starks. He's gone. And guess what? He's like, let me show you how to do this, Tony. He shows up in NXT.
Yep.
Wearing the tank top.
The white beater.
The white beater, baby. He shows up, got a big pop.
Mm-hmm.
He's in NXT. Got a big pop. Now they changed his name to Ricky Saints, and people was like, it's Saints. I was like, of course they're going to change his name, dumb motherfuckers.
Come on.
And who gives a damn? It's still Ricky Starks. And to be honest, that was probably the best signing they had so far.
Yeah. Big potential. He's in his mid-20s.
And fucking, he shows up. He shows up in NXT. Fucking, he shows in. Fucking people's like, what do you think? You waltz in the door thinking you're somebody and everything. He goes, I am somebody. Get the fuck out of my face. Especially that Wesley. Fuck him. He sucks.
Wesley does suck. Yeah.
But I did enjoy He comes in, signs the contract. Here comes someone he knows very well, Ethan Page.
Who got away
Right.
as well.
Right? And he goes, me and you know each other very well.
Yeah.
Oh, they sure do. He goes, I came here for the same thing you do, to do something in my wrestling career and all this. I was like, oh man, well, he's right on the money there.
Oh shit, I'm wrong. Ricky
He's
Starks
35.
is 35. I thought he was like 25.
But he's still in great shape for that age.
Yeah.
And he can still go.
For sure.
And then, he had his debut match. He was in a tag match with that Javon Evans. They teamed up and took on Wes Lee, and of course Ethan Page had a horrible partner, Wes Lee. I'm sorry, I don't see anything in that Wes Lee. I'm sorry, but that's just me. No, Javon Evans, I actually see something there. He's a little bit, he's small, but he actually is younger and can work a little bit. Wes Lee, not the biggest Wes Lee fan.
Did you hear at that NXT show?
Tony Fumble.
Yeah, Tony.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. They were saying Tony Fumble and everything else. And he had a good debut in that tag match. He was over. The crowd enjoyed it. And also the Hardy Boys was on that show.
Yeah.
I think that show was a really good show. Brian Pillman Jr. wrestled a Moose. That was
a moose.
Yeah, Moose.
You said a moose.
Oh, Moose? I said Moose.
He said a moose.
Who gives a damn? He sucks anyway.
I don't really care.
I'm not a big fan of Moose, in my opinion. That's just me.
But
I've seen him where he's all right, but he ain't one of my favorites.
But Pops, yeah, some people are up in arms about Ricky Starks getting his name changed to Ricky Saints. What do you think?
What the fuck? What the fuck you expect him to do? Damn, they're gonna. Anybody comes in WWE, they're gonna change your fucking name, fuckers.
I know. I bet you someone were like, well, "Why didn't they not change Ethan Page?" Because that's what his name was. Same thing with Shawn Spears.
When it comes to them,
same thing with Brian Pillman Jr. changed his, but
when it comes to them, WWE likes to own their properties, and that's just the way it's going to be. I mean, they didn't change his name at fucking
that horrible. It's Ricky Starks Saint.
And I believe he's from what, Pops?
Here's the thing. Let me educate you idiots. Let me educate you idiots here. Just like when Edge left, that was a WWE trademark.
He ain't gonna take that with him.
He had to give that up.
And plus, like hell, fucking Ricky Starks was born in fucking New Orleans,
so it fits.
Yeah.
Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on. There's a team called the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
So, I hope you ain't that damn stupid.
But
well, I wouldn't put it past them.
True.
But also there were some WWE releases.
All right.
As they trimmed some of the fat,
yes,
from the WWE roster.
We had former NXT Tag Team Champion Duke Hudson was released. He was part of Chase U. I wasn't a big Chase U fan, so I didn't really care. Blair Davenport was gone.
Didn't she debut on SmackDown?
Yeah, she. I'll be honest. And by the way, she with
Will Ospreay.
Yeah, Will Ospreay. Fuck you, Will.
Broth.
And she, and her and Chicken Broth will probably be together on AEW coming.
Oh yeah. That's what I think. I predict that's where she'll go.
I'll be one that'll be going.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I'll be going with my small Logan Paul hubby. Logan Paul with no talent. Raw chicken.
Are you shocked by any of these releases yet?
So
Pops?
far, no.
No, I'm not shocked.
Sonya Deville was released. Now I can understand they were getting used. She was part of that Pure Fusion collective with Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. They were getting time. Now that was kind of unexpected when they getting released when they were always on TV. I kind of unexpected for me.
Where Blair, no.
Duke Hudson,
not really.
And same thing with the next guy coming up. Cedric Alexander, I knew he would get his walking papers soon.
Now, Tommy,
I have a little bit of a problem here.
the internet has gone wild.
This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Once they saw Cedric Alexander got his walking papers, they were like, oh man, we could get the goddamn fucking. They were fucking wetting their panties over fucking. Oh man, we could get the fucking Hurt Business up in here. We could get the Hurt Business in AEW. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Remember that song? That's the way they were fucking doing it. The girl on fucking that song. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I'd say the basement dwellers were slapping their jeans.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think if I was now I know money talks, but here's what I think. I'll be honest, I don't think that's gonna happen in my opinion. If it was me, you want to tell you why?
Why is that, Tommy?
Because Cedric Alexander is married to Big Swole.
Yes.
And didn't Tony Khan, Mr. fucking Brillo Pad himself, Scrub Daddy, did he say did he fucking basically bury his wife?
Yeah, Big Swole was in AEW initially, and she got ghosted by Tony Khan about a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds familiar?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
And pretty much, she pretty much just told the truth on what happened.
And TK didn't like the truth.
And
that's almost like someone else I know.
And Tony Khan didn't really like it. And pretty much Tony Khan just said, no, I wanted you gone because you weren't that fucking good. Right?
Yeah.
Like he has anything else over there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's nothing. Like, he wants to say someone's not fucking good when he has a half a fucking roster that ain't even that fucking can't hold a fucking candle to anything. Because I'm sorry, Tony, your roster is not that fucking great. You got a bunch of guys that cannot work worth shit.
Well, here's the thing.
You know about talent, huh? Come on, your Jaguars suck dick. So what do you think about?
Here's the thing to me, you know, and I'm going to say this right here to Daddy Moneybags. You better be concentrating on your team instead of trying to say giving money to your son.
That's right. We're talking to you there.
You better bring some talent in to the Jaguars.
Big bully Adnan.
Let Tony Khan, let your son, you know, be on his own. No more money from Big Daddy.
And Big Swole is married to Cedric Alexander.
And I'm sorry, if I was Cedric Alexander and Tony Khan called me, I know money talks. But here's the thing, if it was me and he talked about my wife like that, I'll be like, all right, Tony, you want me to come in? I want you to give me more money. I'm talking about more money. I want more money than Bobby Lashley. I want more money than Shelton Benjamin. I don't even want more money than MVP.
No.
Do you want the Hurt Business on your show?
Well, here's the thing. All right. Here's the thing. The Hurt Business. A lot of people's like, oh man, we can have the Hurt Business. I'm gonna be honest. The Hurt Business in WWE, they were all right. They were okay. Mm-hmm. But the Hurt Syndicate here in AEW, it's a great value brand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not that fucking great as it was in fucking WWE.
It's multi-mill.
Yeah. All it is paste and copy. Yeah. It's like the fucking thing you go to kindergarten and you fucking cut out the goddamn picture and then you got to paste it. Mm-hmm. That's basically what the fuck it is.
You know what I'd do if he wanted, you know, if I was him and he wanted me, I'd say, well, first of all, talk about money. Second of all, let's talk about creative control.
And also, if I was Cedric, I'd be like, you want me in? I want more than what Bobby, fucking Shelton, and MVP was making. And also, and secondly, I want a verbal apology to my wife.
I want the same kind of money that you're getting.
If you don't do that.
And I mean, Cedric Alexander is
a great talent.
He's talented.
I like Cedric. I do. I like Shelton too.
You give me what I want. You give me what I want. I may come there. If not,
he's 35 years old, so he's a good worker.
I want what you give me. I want the same money that Renee is getting, whatever you call it. Charge your banks, I call the bitch. But anyway, moving on.
I like Claude Thunder Roll Patterson. I want what the rest of them was making.
Yeah,
That's right.
I want the one that
Same,
your
the rest
top
of them is getting.
your top people is getting. I want that kind of money,
Uh,
and I want creative control. You give me all that, I'll come.
Also, another one's been released. The Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering.
Acom and Reezer.
Acom and Reezer. Beverly Hills. That's
Yeah.
where I want to be. Release.
It really
Living
it really
Beverly
doesn't
Hills.
matter about that. I mean, especially about Paul Elling. I mean,
All right.
he's already
Paul
made it.
Ellering, you could tell. Actually, it was Karrion Kross who wanted. They knew they were bringing AOP in. He actually wanted Paul. He actually requested Paul Ellering to be involved in that.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, what I also heard was Acom and Razar wanted
Yep.
Paul as well.
So did Karrion Kross.
They're
Yep.
like, if you're gonna bring us back,
If
we
you're
need
going to bring
Paul.
us back, we want Paul Ellering with us. Fucking Karrion Kross even did that too, which I could commend them for.
Mm-hmm. But if AOP is not getting over,
But Paul Ellering's, you could tell he saved his money, so you could tell he did this as a lark, as
Paul
side.
Ellering, Paul Ellering, he saved his money. He's pretty well set.
You probably consider it an honor for these guys to request him to be a part of it.
Some people don't know that. Not only was he a manager, but he was also a wrestler too.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about a guy that's been on different sides of the business here.
But also, I liked AOP.
Mm-hmm. But what were they doing with him?
But they were part of that group with Karrion Kross.
I'm sorry, but Karrion Kross needs to leave too.
That's another guy that
sorry.
he now he's just like, he reminds me of the fucking Shine O'Hare.
Yeah.
You know the gimmick where before he got canned?
Yeah.
He reminds me of Shine O'Hare now. He always gets in people's heads. Come on, you can do this. Don't tell anybody. You know that fucking gimmick? That's somebody you already know or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
That fucking thing. That's what fucking Karrion Kross is doing. But he has Scarlett with him.
Mm.
But that's what it reminds me of. Also, Giovanni Vinci, he got his walkie papers.
Giovanni Vinci.
Remember they were hyping him up on SmackDown with vignettes, and then he shows up at his debut and loses in seconds.
Yes, he did.
So he didn't last long.
Why, Pops? Tell me, why do vignettes on a guy?
And when you make his debut, he loses in seconds.
How in the hell did that work out?
Yeah, that's a waste of time.
That just don't work out.
Now, if you're doing vignettes on a guy, can he at least win his fucking debut match? I guess not.
Hell, no. And me, I know, and I've said it before, and I don't give a fuck who likes it or who don't. WWE will bury you. Mm-hmm. They bury talent, okay? It doesn't matter. They will bury the talent, whether the motherfucker's talented or not. They'll bury that, and that's exactly what they did with him. They hype you up. First match, he loses. You're out the door. They buried him right there.
And he broke away from the Imperium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. I know Giovanni because actually he was in OVW. He was that guy.
Mm-hmm.
The bald guy. I remember him in OVW when he got signed to NXT.
Yeah, he was in OVW for a brief time.
Yes.
And I didn't really think it was that good.
No.
But
I'm going to be honest. I thought Luffy Kaiser was better than him anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And next, now this one was kind of surprising to me because this one was a former WWE Women's Tag Team title, even though people say that belt don't mean nothing, which is true.
It doesn't mean anything.
Which is true.
I'm sorry.
But she was a former Women's Tag Team champion, but her partner's still there. I don't get that. Mm-hmm. Isla Dawn has been released from the WWE. And she was a former Women's Tag Team champion with Alba Fire, which is still there. I don't get that. If I keep one half of a tag team and get rid of her partner, that makes no fucking sense.
Maybe she wanted to be single. I don't know.
Maybe so. And then this one was no surprise to me.
Yeah, no surprise, really, yeah.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are gone. No surprise there. The Good Brothers. I'm going to be honest.
That's no surprise to me.
I used to like this team. Now I don't even give two shits about them anymore.
When they first came in what 2015?
Yeah, I was happy for
or
them.
2016, whenever it was. And by the time they were there for about a year, I was like, I'm kind of done with them.
But by the way,
And then
they
people
really
like, oh
didn't
man,
do too
they're in
much
AEW.
anyway.
This is awesome. I was like, no, it ain't. I don't care. And then when they showed up for
To
WWE,
me,
I didn't care either.
To me, they didn't
No, I
do
like
too
Mia
much
Yim.
anyhow. To me,
I like Meechin.
What'd you say, Pops?
I said they didn't do too much, in my opinion, in their career anyway. I mean, hell, they come in there, yeah, they started out good, but then that right there, they got, they just floundered.
Well,
and
I did enjoy them when they first debuted with AJ Styles. And
Yeah.
that stuff, that was good.
But that didn't
Yeah.
last long.
But that didn't last too long.
No.
And then they came back, went to AEW, and came there like a fart in church.
Do you think they're going back?
Why should they?
I wouldn't be surprised. If
I wouldn't
they
be
did.
surprised if they should. They were in TNA also. So I would. Here's the thing, and to be honest, I think they were more popular in Japan, in my opinion, than here in the States. But that's me. And but I did enjoy Mitchum with them. Mia Yim.
She's the only good part of it.
Yeah.
Well, that and AJ Styles, they were the only two good parts of
I
it.
think there's another release as well.
Yes, Electrica. Hang on.
Electra Lopez.
Yeah, Electra Lopez. It's hard to fucking see glare.
The hell?
Electra Lopez. She was in NXT,
And she was released.
Okay.
and she was released. And when it comes to her,
I'm gonna be honest, she's young. I could actually see her having a bright future somewhere else.
how many of these guys do you see going to AEW, if any?
I'll see. Let's see here. 1, 2, probably 3, probably 4.
Okay.
Or go to TNA.
Or TNA. Yeah.
You the same, Pop?
Yeah. I would say probably so. I mean, if not AEW, they'll go to TNA.
Well, they might go to NWA, the paint pilling NWA.
That too. Well, that too. I mean,
Is it me or does NWA suck?
Yeah.
That show sucks, man. They went downhill big time. I used to like them. Ever since when you have Fat Fuck as champion, that's when I said fuck this promotion. Once you have fucking Funky on a roll, I was done with it. Or Funky on the Trump, whichever one you want to prefer.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry my NWA championship on the Fox.
I'm sorry, like, is it me or is fucking Brodus Clay washed? Because I seen some of his clips in NWA. That motherfucker was sweaty than I was when I would do exercises every fucking week.
Well, you can do exercise by taking out the garbage.
Well, but
anyway, that being said,
also another one, Josh Matthews is gone from TNA Wrestling.
Good riddance.
I'll be honest.
Whatever.
He's going anyway. I thought he was a velocity announcer and he didn't.
Wave the Kleenex, everybody. Wave the Kleenex.
I was a big fan of Josh Matthews as an announcer.
What'd you say, Pops?
Wave the Kleenex for that motherfucker leaving.
Yeah, because I don't care. I always thought he was a shitty announcer.
I did too.
But I know he got started Tough Enough, and literally of course he didn't win.
And he was an announcer.
And he was an
interviewer,
and he had that role for a while. Then he moved to commentary, and it's just like.
Then he was in TNA as a heel announcer, which sucked at that too.
So I don't give a shit.
I don't really care. I thought Josh Matthews was lower level announcer. I'm sorry. And another one gone. Christy Hemme is gone from TNA also.
Oh, you mean the pie girl? You remember that? You remember time you said that fucking pie, don't you?
Yeah. Remember the song? She's a real good girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I
didn't really like that
pie. I want that pie right there.
And she was in the women's Tough Enough, pretty much, which was the
Diva Search.
The Diva Search.
Did they find anything good out of them Diva searches?
Well,
yeah.
Undertaker got a wife.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be talking about
it.
soon on here. We got Christy Hemme, which didn't pan out too well. Amy Weber was on there for a little while. Risky Girl. She didn't last too long either.
Carmella.
Well,
She fucking one that was fucking had a horrible match at Taboo Tuesday.
Taboo
That match was horrible.
And is that it?
Yeah, who the fuck else came from fucking Diva Search that was any good?
I can't.
Maria, she was in there.
Okay, Maria, maybe.
Who else? Probably Michelle McCool. You know, is there any more that came out of that fucking Diva Search that came out as a Layla. She was in there. I think she was.
Well, let's see.
Maurice, maybe?
Probably Maurice too. There's only a few that came out of that Diva Search actually did something.
Well, about the only thing that I can see out of it is Undertaker found a wife. That's about it.
Yeah, we're gonna get in that soon.
Yeah.
But Tommy, we've got a whole lot of moaning going on.
Oh yeah.
Tommy, this was on your favorite site, X.
The Land of the Mildew?
Yeah, the Land of the Mildew. Now, Pop, Mercedes Moné has 4 belts now instead of 2.
Yeah.
Oh, besides the one that holds up her pants?
That'd be 5.
That'd be 5. But what she said was Q&A time. Use hashtag AEW CEO, hashtag AEW Grand Slam for your question to be answered. And somebody gave her a question here from Just a Reds fan, so we already know he sucks there. First off, I love how you elevated the women's division in AEW. Especially
how'd you do that? She's the only one there.
Especially with this current program with Harley. My question. Come on, Harley Race? No, it's Harley Cameron.
Who knows?
Yeah, I know. My question. As a CEO, who would you like to recruit for AEW? And then she put, if I listen to people I wanted in AEW, the other place would sign them.
Is that a shot because of Stephanie Valkyrie? Well, here's the thing. She's actually doing better than you right now. Come on. Anyone that works with you is dead in the water.
You know she's fucking... She's having matches with a ventriloquist.
Yes.
And a puppet.
Yes. I've seen it. What the fuck? If I want to watch it, I'll watch Jeff Durham.
I'd rather watch Jeff Durham.
You know? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll watch Skeeter from fucking 2000 if I want to fucking see it.
At least Jeff Durham, you see, I'm going to say this, at least I get a laugh.
And here's the thing, like fucking, the other place would sign him. Well, are you mad because you're never going back? Oh, of course you're not going back, Mercedes Hogan. Because you're making a whole bunch of fucking money. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sick and fucking tired of it. She thinks she's fucking the God's gift to the fucking women's wrestling business.
Because there's nobody else there.
No, it ain't about that. She thinks she is the best women's wrestler of all fucking time.
I don't get it.
She believes her own hype.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Tony Khan's business, you know. That's what Tony Khan does.
I'll tell you right now. Go ahead, Pop.
No, Pops was right.
That's what Tony Khan does. You know, he inflates them heads. That's what he does.
He fucking babies her, coddles her, and that's why WWE didn't do it. And that's why she went there. Because she wanted to be pampered. She wanted
what else?
She wanted that shit. I'll be honest, that's what she wanted.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. She's got everything she wanted there. You see, she got all that money, and she's also goes her own destiny. She's also got creative control there.
Well, she got what she wanted.
She got what she wanted. So yeah, of course, you know. Tony Khan's an ignorant fuck. But anyway, you know, he got what he got.
Before we get to that one,
okay.
Pops, do you know that WWE offered Sexy Red a permanent role as a professional wrestler? Do you know who
what? Who's doing this Sexy Red?
Sexy Red is
A musician.
a rapper, a woman rapper with a big ass that she twerks apparently.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, that's probably why
If
they wanted her.
Paul could get a fucking job,
There you go, Logan Paul.
or fucking Big Booms could get a job. Boom, Costco. We bring the boom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
You see the latest one?
No, I did.
Sorry, your brother died. Your brother gets 5 big boobs. That's what they did.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry your brother died, but your brother's gonna get 5 big boobs.
Underground.
He told that to who? Did that really happen?
I like him. You can look it up on the internet. It's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, like if they could get hired,
yeah.
Sexy Red can get a job too.
Might as well.
Get sexy.
She come out dancing with Shawn Michaels.
That's right.
Remember that?
And Booker T could do the yeah, man.
So what we're saying, and it's true to me. I mean, I'm old school. I'm fucking old school. But any motherfucking idiot, they want to put more fucking idiots in the fucking rings that don't know how to do shit.
It's just if Logan Paul, if fucking the Big Boom fuckers, if fucking people like that could get a job, why can't Sexy Red get one?
Why not?
Get it sexy.
Tommy, also, for the longest time, Tommy, a lot of these people that are WWE legends, so to speak, and we're talking about just WWE legends in general.
Yeah.
They get ignored by the company a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a few of those have been, a lot of different wrestlers.
Yeah.
And what that stems from is, God, what was it? Maybe 7-8 years ago, they had this class action lawsuit that a lot of the former wrestlers were going to have, and they were going to pretty much put the WWE to task for it. And apparently that thing never happened.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I don't know how, but it hasn't happened. And recently, a tag team that's been pretty much ignored for most of the time,
which is highly disrespected in my opinion.
Highly disrespected, personally. They just signed a WWE Legends deal.
And I'm hoping this makes them getting into the
now, the cool thing is, once you sign a WWE Legends deal,
you can be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
You can be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Get figures.
You can get action figures made. You can be in video games. You could be in video games. Yep. And Pops, that tag team is Demolition.
Yeah, Axis Smash.
What took so long?
Well, because I assume
they're part of the lawsuit.
That they were a part of that class action lawsuit. That happened.
But that's well deserved though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fuck him.
Hey, I'm going to say this.
And
tell you what.
And they signed a contract. So does that mean possibly we might see Demolition in the Hall of Fame?
I hope so, because they deserve it.
I don't see why not. I really don't. I don't see why not.
Because we don't have a tag team yet in the Hall of Fame.
No, they ain't a tag team. We're still needing a tag team to go in.
And to be honest, I've always liked Demolition, Axe Smash, and even when they had Crush.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a Demolition fan. A lot of people say they were a copy of the Road Warriors. Similar. I wouldn't say they were a copy.
They were similar,
but not by much.
I don't think they were the same.
No.
A lot
of people say they were. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they were completely different.
And one, I definitely like Bill Eadie. The Masked Superstar, baby.
The Masked Superstar.
And definitely like Barry Darso.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like Brian Adams' Crush.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, if Demolition gets in, does that mean Crush could get into? Because that's the way I would feel.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess,
it'll probably just be Bill Eadie and Barry Darso.
Yeah, it might just be Bill Eadie and Barry Darso.
But here's the thing. I think the reason why they're doing this now, Vince is out of there. I think
That is
Vince was
true.
held in the grudge.
That is true.
I'll be honest. I think Vince was the reason they were holding the grudge. Like where they couldn't get in the Hall of Fame or because they were part of that lawsuit. I think Vince was the one holding the grudge.
Could be.
Because Paul Levesque's letting anybody. Hell, if he could fucking get Ultimate Warrior and Bruno Sammartino to fucking change.
Jesse Ventura to come back as well. You know, I'm pretty
And
sure.
CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk. I'm pretty sure that Demolition. Great theme song too.
Oh yeah,
I love Demolition's theme song. But
you know, me, I mean, I was surprised when Jesse, decided to, come back.
Well, if you could get Jesse Ventura, he didn't even admit it. If you could get me to come back,
that just shocked me because we all know what happened there with Jesse. That story's already been told.
Yeah, Jesse and Vince didn't like each other at all for any kind of reasons.
Yeah.
So definitely glad to see that Demolition is getting some kind of due. Hopefully we see them in some video game in the upcoming WWE video games. Hopefully we see some figures come out, and definitely Hall of Fame. Now, Tommy, speaking of Hall of Fame, it has been announced from last week's. It was Triple H.
Yes.
Which we talked about how he did deserve it. And technically this is going to be him as a 2-time Hall of Famer from him being
in DX
by himself and in D-Generation X. This one
I guess we got the woman of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes, the woman of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Michelle McCool is going to be inducted into the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. I got a little bit of a gripe about this one. No disrespect to Michelle McCool. No disrespect to her. I'll say this. In this era in 2010, she was over. With the Lay Cool and everything else. I did enjoy when they split the women's tag team titles. That was pretty cool. Pretty different. And you know who gave them that idea? Batista.
Really?
She said, Layla and Michelle McCool said Batista gave that idea.
Oh.
Of splitting the tag team titles because they were a team.
Yeah.
He goes, you know, it'd be cool. How about you split the women's title in half? She has half and you have half. And they went to the fucking writers. Go, hey, can we do this idea? And they go, yeah, sure. It was a good idea though, and they got it over. I'll say this:
she got her start.
Yes.
Through the Diva Search. Everybody knows this, the 2004 Diva Search, and she didn't win.
No, she did not win.
Who won? Christy Hemme won.
It was Christy Hemme.
Which we just talked about earlier. Michelle McCool, she was one of the runners up though. She was in the last little bit. She got a developmental contract and went to Deep South.
Yep.
Which was in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And not only that, but we've also seen her on OVW television as well during that time, 2005, 2000, going into 2006. And then she started doing some main stuff by the time, God, what was it, 08 maybe?
Yeah.
Because in 07, I think she was doing a manager role and stuff. I know she was the teacher's pets with Aaron Stevens and Casey James.
And then she was managing Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah, so I mean, she was having some manager roles. And listen,
no disrespect to Michelle McCool.
Yeah, no real big disrespect.
There's other women more deserving than Michelle McCool. I ain't knocking her Hall of Fame induction. No, I'm not. In that era, sure. With Lay Cool and everything else.
But that was a very short time.
But it was a very short time. I'm sorry. I could think of 2 other women more deserving.
Go ahead.
And that is fucking Mickie James. And that's Victoria.
I'd put Mickie James and Victoria over fucking
I would too. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Now, some people will also know that Michelle McCool is now the wife of The Undertaker.
Yes.
Nepotism, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe some nepotism going on. I like how Undertaker was instrumental in both being in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah,
because he was instrumental in being there for the Triple H, and then
Yeah.
and then right after Triple H gets in the Hall of Fame, his wife does too. A little nepotism going on there, Taker. I don't know.
like I'm not knocking Michelle McCool. It's just there's other women that was more deserving.
Yeah.
You know, you got Victoria there, and she's not in the Hall of Fame. You got Mickey James.
Who I thought was better anyway.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. Yeah.
I know people say, "Well, what about Tori Wilson and Stacy Keibler?"
Well, at least when they were in the WWE, that was like 10 years before Michelle McCool was even there. So I mean, at least at least Stacy Keibler or fucking Tori Wilson beat her at that too.
Yeah.
You know.
But by the way, Tori Wilson was the hottest diva in that era.
So, you know, I'm not gonna say that she was like the complete shits, or she doesn't have, or she doesn't have her spot. But I just think there's a
little bit more women that's a little bit more deserving. Oh, I said the same thing about Stacy and Tori.
Absolutely.
But I thought they were deserving, but because yeah.
Pops, how do you feel about Michelle McCool going into the WWE Hall of Fame of 2025?
I'm gonna throw a fucking wet blanket on every fucking thing.
You go ahead, old bang.
Oh, here we go.
The only reason, my opinion, is that she got injured on the Undertaker. You know, Undertaker still got that stroke. You know.
Yes, he does. He
still got the stroke. You know, he can make it happen. So and I don't give a fuck who likes it or who fucking don't. That's my opinion, and I'm fucking sticking to it.
Did you ever think she was a good wrestler?
Huh?
Did you ever think she was a good wrestler?
No.
Not. Okay.
No. I'll tell you what. I watched a lot of women wrestlers through the years, even back in the 60s and the 70s, and every one of them were better than she was.
Fair enough. You know, I'm not saying she doesn't have her place, but I think there's a lot more.
There's a lot more women more deserving than Michelle McCool.
Yeah, there's a lot more people deserving than she is, especially at this particular time.
Yes.
But congratulations to
congratulations to Michelle Red.
Yeah, Michelle Booger Red. Michelle McCool, 2025 Hall of Fame. Now, Tommy, what's come to light recently?
Yeah, I'll let you read this.
Yeah, I'll read this one out. What's came to light recently from the Power and Glory podcast, which is Paul Roma's podcast.
Pretty styling and profiling, pretty Paul Roma. Tell him, Paul.
Yeah, come on out, Paul.
I'm sorry, people shit on Paul Roma. I thought he was a pretty good worker.
He was a jobber, but he was a good worker.
Yeah.
He's
better than Jim Powers.
With his leg.
I enjoyed him with Pretty Wonderful though, for Paul Orndorff and Hercules. Power and Glory.
Well, he was on the Power. He had a guest on the Power and Glory podcast, which was Rita Chatterton.
Yes.
And who that is if most people don't know, she was Rita Marie in the early 80s or mid 80s, somewhere around that point, as the first WWF women's referee.
Yep.
Pops, you remember this? And she came out on like Geraldo Rivera and a lot of these shows during the 90s. Talking that Vince forced himself on her.
Let me take a break.
You got to take a break?
Yeah, I got to take a break.
All right. Now, Pops, Rita Chatterton was Rita Marie in the WWF. She was the first women's referee.
Exactly.
And WWE's been promoting that Jessica Carr, who she is the first WWE female referee that
Which
was
is not
signed
true.
in 2017, which is not true.
No, it's not true.
She was Rita Marie was,
Yes.
and this was
Yes,
in
indeed.
1984. She did a lot of the WWF shows during that time in the New York area, and she claims,
Now Vince forced himself. on
yeah, that she's accusing Vince McMahon of we'll say grape in 1986 in a limousine, and where he forced himself on her, and she ended up leaving the company after that.
Yeah.
And she wanted to sue him for breach of contract and stuff because of what happened and all that sort of stuff. And recently on the Power and Glory podcast in 2025, Pops, she said that she was signed to AEW last year in 2024. She said Tony Khan and I had a nice long talk, and I was under contract with him for a year. You know what? I was under contract with him for a year, and I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Now,
She said it again. I did absolutely nothing and laughed about it.
yeah, she said I did absolutely nothing and laughed about it. From what we've been heard is that she was supposed to be a talent scout for AEW. Now,
No disrespect to her.
no, listen, I know that sometimes when grape accusations come around, a lot of women aren't believed when this stuff happens, and I'm not going to sit here and say that she did or she didn't.
Yeah, but I'm going to say this.
But
what does she know about talent? She's been out of the game for years. What is she going to find? If you want to be a talent scout, you tell her to find some referees.
She retired from being a referee in 1993.
Yeah.
What talent is she going to be bringing to AEW in 2024?
None.
Hey, is she the one that signed Horseface then? Horseface Edwards?
Okay. My thing is
walking corpse.
Was I want to know this. This right here's what I want to know. Was Tony Khan paying her all this time?
Yes,
absolutely. She did absolutely.
Was doing absolutely nothing. Well, no wonder everybody goes over there to his company.
Pops, she is 68 years old. That means she was 67 years old when she was under contract with AEW. What the fuck is she going to do?
Tony Khan hire her?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody knows why he hired her.
She didn't even know.
See, Big Daddy Pockets. You see what your son's doing, Big Daddy Pockets?
Now, from what I also heard was this, and if it's true, I got to give Tony Khan a little credit on this. Remember the whole Sue and Vince thing?
Yeah.
That she's been trying for years to do. I also heard that she didn't have any kind of financial backers to help her in the lawsuit. And I heard, now this is just rumors, that if she was with the Khan family, at least she had some kind of cushion for some of these legal fees about this, about the case. Now, if that is the case, I at least commend Tony Khan for that.
Yeah.
But I don't see why to have her signed as anything in a wrestling company. When you're 67 years old and you can't referee, you can't wrestle, you're not known as a talent scout for any talent, I don't see why hire this person.
No, she didn't even know why she was hired.
And she even said, I did absolutely nothing.
Do I blame her for taking the money? No, I don't blame her at all.
Pops, if Tony Khan comes to you and says, hey, sign with my company, what would you do?
And you don't have to do nothing.
Got a pen?
You got a pen?
You don't have to say. You don't have to do absolutely nothing. You can sit there like you're doing now, Pop.
As a matter of fact, but no, but see, that'd be different though. How much money am I getting?
The hell, it don't even matter.
It don't really matter at this point.
Hell, the check will be right in the mailbox over there.
Oh, motherfucker, though, I want to know how much I'm getting.
Motherfucker, I want to know how much I'm getting, man.
You see, I'm just that fucking way. If I'm doing something, I want to know how much money I'm getting for how long.
But is that idiotic to sign somebody that literally has been out of wrestling since the fucking 90s?
Well, no. Well, you see, knowing Tony Khan, of course, I don't know the son bitch. I don't want to. But with his mind frame, I don't know.
That's true.
I know I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I'd probably say, look, you're having a rough time and stuff like that. Here, I will loan you this right here money. But hiring you, no.
There we go. Now this was the next one is on the Coach and Bro Show, which is Jonathan Coachman's show. He stated that Shane McMahon, during the meeting that he had with Tony Khan, Shane asked for equity in the AEW company, and Shane wanted to come in to run the entire show. After that, Tony Khan ghosted Shane McMahon. Now, I'm not sure to take that as a slight or to take that as a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
because as we all know, if Shane
saw
McMahon,
that Raw Underground,
yeah, we've seen what Shane's bullshit was that he was wanting to do. He was wanting to, he made that Raw Underground, and he wanted Vince to buy the UFC because he was big in the UFC and everything. And,
yeah.
Well, I mean, nowadays they're the same. They're all by the same, by the same company.
It's all mixed in together now. Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah.
But
at this point, no.
Now, granted, I'm not going to sit here and say that Tony Khan had a reason to ghost him. Yeah, here comes the choo-choo train. Hey, they're on TNQ Bonner. But do you see anything wrong with that?
Here's the thing about Shane McMahon. If he was going to, I'm going to be honest, they're both. Come on, they both did some horrible fucking ideas. Tony Khan does more than Shane did. I'll say that right.
Agreed.
Why give Shane a chance? Maybe he can fucking turn that fucking promotion around, for Pete's sake.
Well, the issue that I'm thinking is Tony Khan doesn't want to have.
That's the thing. He don't want to hand over anything. He wants to be Baby Huey and grab everything. It's mine, Daddy.
Well, you see, that's already been done, though. See, we all know Tony Khan wants to run the show because he had talent in there that knows how to make money. He didn't listen to him, so we all know what Tony Khan wants to do. He wants to run the show and give people free money and not fill seats.
I'm sorry. I think Shane could do a better job than what Tony Khan's doing right now.
I'm not really sure about that, to be honest.
I don't know.
To be honest with you.
Now, I will say, I will say this: maybe if they could have worked together, maybe something.
Well, I don't think that would work either. You want me to tell you why?
Why is that?
Remember Russo and Bischoff tried that. How did that work?
I know, but I don't know.
I would have went with Bischoff with me, but you can't trust anything Vince Russo does.
Well, see, that doesn't.
I don't know. I think both of them would have made the motherfucker cartoonish anyway, like it already is right now.
Agreed.
I don't see how, if they do work together, I don't see how that is going to work. Because Shane will bring up something that would probably be a good idea, maybe. Then Tony Khan goes, "No, I want to do it like this. No, I want to do this. I want to use real glass, Cry Me a River, or fucking some. Why the fuck you want this jamoke on TV? I'm sorry, he's a midget. What the fuck's he? Why the fuck should we need fucking Jungle Jack Hyde over here on TV for? And then Tony goes, "Well, he's my boy.
He's my boy."
Well, I don't give a fuck if he's your boy or not. We're trying to draw ratings here and not fucking plummet like we're doing right now." And then Shane be like, "Well, fuck it, do what you want." I'm sorry. I have a feeling if Shane showed up there and was trying to do something, and they'll get into an argument, or fucking Shane will go, "Oh, we can't use this guy. He's not drawing anything. Why should we use this person?" And then then Tony will go, "Well, he's
what
my
it
boy.
would be.
Why should we use the young bucks for not drawing?" And Shane would say something like that.
Each one of them would want to pull that power card.
Yeah, and then Tony
would do that. Both of them would want to pull that power card.
They need to be on TV where they're not drawing, they're not moving the needle. So I'm sorry, I'm not using them.
Maybe you guys are right. Maybe you guys.
Yeah, they would get into an argument, then fucking Shane would get it up, or you know what, Chia, do what you want.
Do what
you Chia on out there. That's what he'll do.
Well, if I was in business with him, I'd do like this. Well, do it your way, motherfucker. But I still want my fucking money.
We'll do it your way, and I'll say, I told you so.
Well, speaking of money, Pops, there's a person that wants some money.
So, where the fuck he get his money from?
Tony Khan, like everybody else.
That's true. That's fucking true.
Ryan Nemeth files lawsuit against CM Punk, Tony Khan, and AEW.
Yes, Ryan Nemeth, who is the brother of Dolph Ziggler, aka Nick Nemeth.
Yep.
Filed a lawsuit against CM Punk, Tony Khan, and AEW. Pretty much, what it is CM Punk pretty much called him a little bitch, and
he got hurt.
And he got hurt, and he wasn't able to collect a paycheck. So now he wants multiple paychecks. That's how it's going to be. Ryan Nemeth, me and Tommy watched you in OVW when you were in OVW for, God, that was almost 10 years, like maybe 12 years ago. You were in OVW. And I remember you were tag team champions with Paradise.
Yep.
I thought you were a decent wrestler.
You are a decent worker. I'm gonna give it to him. He is. I like Ryan Nemeth as a worker.
He's a good worker.
But I'm gonna be honest, you're not as good as your brother.
You're not as good as your brother,
which is hard to do.
And on top of that, you have some soft ass feelings.
Yeah, suck it up.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. Ask Paul Buchanan how his career went.
Now, why don't you ask people in the Carolinas about soft ass feelings?
Yeah, fucking. Hey, and ask someone else. You know, the Miz fucking got bullied and everything else. What did he do? He sucked it up and took it, and look at him now.
Bob, what you guys think to say about that?
People are so soft nowadays.
Come on, it's time. You know, I'm going to say this like I try to say to somebody else. It's time to put the big boy's pants on and quit wetting yourself.
Absolutely. Now, once again, Pops, you were speaking about people not putting the big boy panties on.
Yeah. I know two people in Washington that don't do that.
Well, Sonya Deville, who was released,
Yep.
which we just talked about, she has something to say about this. She said, "What is because Pops? You remember? You know how people like the moaner? We know Monet has
Moans
done
about
that,
everything. Yeah.
where pretty much she just badmouthed the company that she worked for,
Jericho.
Yeah,
Jericho.
yeah, because the company said we're tired of your shit. Fuck you. We're letting you go.
She said, "What is there to be mad about? I see people leave and they say bad things about the company,
Yeah,
or they talk crap, or say whatever they say,
yeah,
and I cannot relate. I generally, from the bottom of my heart, cannot relate. I loved every minute of it. I loved everybody there. I loved everything I got to do, everything I did and experienced.
yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know,
good.
And see, and here's the I agree with Sonya Deville.
I
mhm,
do.
Why
I
are
do.
you going to
You
bash,
know,
especially Big Belly Jericho?
yeah.
I'm not.
That's not the fat Ring of Honor
know,
champion he is. I'm sorry, Ring of Honor's dead in my opinion. It's been
here's
dead.
the thing. You
It's
go
been
into any kind of any kind of a company, and you stay there for a while, you're even thankful that they picked you to be there.
like
Hmm.
So there is no way, if a company there's no way that I would, that gave me the opportunity that I'd bash the company that gave me an opportunity to get in there.
and see, here's the thing I have a problem with. Like, listen, Sonya Deville has no beef.
No.
She's happy for everything she got, and she had
Well,
had
and
the opportunity and
she
everything else.
stocked your money probably. So
And
that
then
right there's on her
you
too.
got you got fucking Chris Jericho, Mr. Bloated Pufferfish, fucking over here. Vince, this blah blah. WWE did this to me. If it weren't for WWE, you fat bastard, you would have
Nobody even know who you were.
fucking taking arm drags in WCW in third match on cruiserweight division.
Hmm.
They made you a star. I'm sorry, they did. I don't give a fuck what you say, you fat fuck. If it wasn't for WWE, you would have been a fucking cruiserweight midget like you were in WCW.
Hmm.
You got over, but I'm just saying that's where
But
you
you
would
were
have
still in
been.
the cruiserweight division.
You were in the cruiserweight or the TV title division.
Hmm.
And when you show up, you showed up. They gave you a big fucking debut. You were showed up. You were with a promo with The Rock,
The final boss.
the final boss, and and look at you and look what you did in WWE. You did great things there. Fucking multiple time Intercontinental Champion, the first ever undisputed champion.
Beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin
Yeah,
on the same night to
and
become
you and
undisputed
then you
champion.
want to talk fucking bad about the promotion.
Hmm.
That
Well,
fucking
you don't want to know why, don't you? I can tell you why. Tony Khan went. Come here for a minute, right here. Got that bony finger. Come here for a minute there. Listen. You gotta. You got. I want you to do this promo here. Here, I got it wrote down for you. What to do? What to say right here. And believe me, if you do this right here for me, they're gonna be a little bit more cheddar in your pay.
And then you got Mercedes Monet, same thing.
You're a fucking pussy.
She done everything in NXT, got everything. She had great matches with everybody. Unlike now,
She won the NXT Women's Champion,
yep,
Raw,
Yeah.
SmackDown.
women's tag team titles
Yep.
with Bailey.
You won everything.
She won everything. Multiple times women's tag, even with Naomi. Like she done everything. And then she goes and fucking bashes the company that actually did good things for her and actually used
You want to
her.
know why? You want to know why she
Look
does
at
this
her
right
now.
here?
Now she don't have a two to tango with.
It's because of this right here. Over there she had to work. She had people, people, that can work with her. There, she don't have nobody.
No, she don't.
Well, speaking of there, we have the next topic.
Yeah, and I didn't see Brian Danielson bash it. Cope. I didn't see Christian Cage. I didn't see Malachi Black. I didn't see Miro. These people didn't bash it. Oh, here we go, baby. Our boy,
The real
The
one.
real one. We're not talking about the one that fucking has the Cena photo.
on X.
Yeah.
We're talking about Enzo Amore.
The real one.
The real one.
I like Enzo.
Yes.
He said, and I quote, the real one, the
In that
real
parking
boss.
lot. In that parking lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot. I'm here at Shit Life Stadium, but it could be worse. I could be in an empty parking lot like AEW. Actually, I could be in a used car parking lot called AEW, where a star has never been born.
Enzo has his way with the word.
Enzo
Yeah.
is a fucking man. I'm sorry, he is a fucking troll, but he trolls the perfect way. He called AEW how empty buildings, cause you can come to the parking lot and everything like else. I love Enzo.
Yeah.
And he told the truth. You agree, Pop?
Yeah, I agree.
He told the fucking truth. Speaking of another one.
We talked about earlier. We talked about Ricky Starks making his debut in AEW. In NXT as Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints went on Busted Open Radio, which is that wrestling show that's on Busted Open.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had something to say.
Okay.
Show me respect.
Show me some respect. He said, to work with Shawn Michaels is great because to be understood by somebody that was misunderstood is the feeling that you can't replicate. It's a great thing to have for me, and I think all along I've said I have said this. I just need the resources. I don't care how cocky I sound because I should be confident about myself. And what he's talking about is Sean is a great teacher
Yes.
in NXT.
Yeah.
In AEW, they never had that teacher.
Nope.
That's right. They never did.
Everyone was looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
You had people looking out for themselves. Tony Khan, who will just book whatever he wants to book.
Yeah. Didn't care.
Because cage match, right? And
don't care about the quality.
Wrestling Observer.
And the
Tony
Wrestling
Khan
Observer.
don't care about the quality of his own show.
Mm-hmm. And he goes to a place where, hey, Sean is a little more hands-on. You know, what do you need? They have the resources there to get it done. And I think he's going to have a future in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Shawn Michaels, when he was wrestling, his backstar politics, I thought he was a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care too much for him today. But if there's anybody to go to know anything about the business, who needs better than Shawn Michaels?
Mm-hmm.
And see, here's the thing. I didn't like Shawn Michaels in the past, but nowadays he owns up to shit, and I respect him for that. Even though he's bald, man.
He's bald, man.
Yeah. But I'll say this. But he's the good bald man. Mm-hmm. He's Drew money.
You remember that thing that when he was talking about Bret Hart about his eyes?
Yeah.
About like he has 20/20 vision on his eyes, but one of his eyes kind of droops a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said that when he was talking to Bret about it, he goes, the doctor said I can go get surgery or whatever to get it fixed or whatever. He goes, I'll just look like a goof. That's what he said.
Sean?
Yeah, that's what Sean said. He goes, the doctor said I can go get it fixed or whatever, or or whatever. He goes, I'll look like a goof.
Here's the thing about Sean, like, yeah, he owned up to all of his stuff, but here's the thing, he drew money.
Yeah.
And why go to a guy that's drawing money and actually knows how to work and a good teacher? Come on, you got another good guy out there, Road Dogg. How can you not learn something from the Road Dogg?
Some people's been tell him, wanting him to get fired and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm saying,
How the fuck? How can you not learn anything from the Road Dogg? How can you not learn anything from a Shawn Michaels? Yeah. How can you not learn anything from the Undertaker, Triple H, any of these guys?
Let's fucking go.
You know, fuck.
Yeah.
And Ricky Saints goes, man, he probably, when he was in AEW, he was in the black and white TV from 1950s.
No, it was the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, it was the black and white TV, like you're watching fucking Vern Gagne.
There was no leader there, no person in control, nothing. You know, that really want. Tony Khan don't care nothing about them wrestlers. Like I said, he don't care. All he wants to see them do is get in there, as these people say, and wrestle.
And he goes to NXT and sees color. Oh, color TV. Haven't seen this before. Where's the one with the goddamn channel?
He's probably looking around like him. I never seen.
No, we got the remote now.
Oh man, we got a remote control here. I ain't got to get up and change the station. Oh man, we don't even got to use rabbit ears.
No rabbit ears. Hey, Boss, you remember rabbit ears?
Don't you? I remember rabbit ears. I had your name some bitch that was way loose to get a channel in.
That's what AEW is. But we got another one here. Vinnie Mac.
Now, of course, this was from a show I don't give any kind of credibility to be honest with you.
Yes.
And it's Eric Bischoff in his 83 weeks with fat ass Conman Thompson.
Hey man.
Fuck Bischoff.
I like Bischoff.
No, and let me repeat that. We're going that comes strictly from Bischoff, right? Bischoff.
I like Bischoff.
Bischoff ain't the one that I have an issue with. It's mostly Conrad.
Hey.
Well, he should have been on the show.
Hang on, can I do a Ric Flair for a minute instead of what he did to Andrade? He's a bad motherfucker. He's the son-in-law. Can I do a different one?
He's a fat ass.
No. My son-in-law. He's a blubber motherfucker. He's a son-in-law.
He's a son-in-law.
Shit.
They said that it's rumored that Vince McMahon is talking to Fox about a new wrestling company.
No.
Now, over the last day or two, that
I heard rumors about that. But
somebody from Fox says no.
No, we ain't doing anything with Vince. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're not doing anything with Vince. And see, we already know this from the get-go because of
they had SmackDown.
They had SmackDown.
Yeah.
And they got rid of SmackDown.
And that was their number one show.
Yeah.
Oh, Fox, that was their number one show even.
Mm-hmm. And Fox wasn't even that impressed, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Because, that was one of their big shows on Fox. And Fox wasn't impressed with having wrestling on their fucking network. Yeah. They're not going to talk to Vince about fucking doing a wrestling show. Are you fucking nuts?
Fox just don't like so
And hell,
like that right there,
And hell, fucking Vince himself is fucking what, 80? Almost 80?
Yeah.
Almost 80, yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking he's 79.
For me, I don't listen to Fox anyway, so
But yeah, what do you think of that? Like, I don't believe it.
Listen, Vince is almost 80 years old. He's getting to the point where he could be starting to develop dementia. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and just fucking front.
Like the person in the White House right now.
Yeah.
Him.
So, which is a Vince buddy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince's big buddy.
My good old buddy.
And
but you see, it's not the orange man running the business. It's Musk.
Mildew.
But
let's celebrate with some Diet Coke, fellas.
Let's celebrate with some Diet Coke, shall we? I don't believe this. I really don't.
I do not either. I don't believe it at all.
One of the guys from Fox says that ain't true anyway. And then on top of that,
just imagine
it's coming from Eric Bischoff and fucking Conrad Thompson. Come on, man.
Well, I had nothing against Bischoff, but here's the thing. Just imagine when Vince was running WWE, it was not that fucking good.
No.
It looked like he did have dementia. The way he was booking.
Yeah.
And people's like, well, look at Paul. He ain't doing that great. Hey, he's doing a hell of a lot better than what Vince is.
I agree.
Hey,
Look, guys,
and I hate that people say, "Well, Paul
and
Levesque ain't
Vince
that
is,
great."
you know, I know
Don't
all
feel
this
better
shit
than
about
Vince.
Vince, you know, the women and shit like that right there. But listen, you know, I'm not gonna say it happened or happened, but you know as well as I do that in certain cases, women's gonna go after men's got money, and they're gonna get the money. They're
And
gonna try to get the money any way they can.
then we got the
Well, Pops,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say about this Fox Vince McMahon new wrestling company shit?
Why would they start this right here again when they didn't want it on their program the first time?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And then now we got the last one of the wrestling news, and then we're going to play a little game.
Play a little game, and then we're gonna ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Renee Paquette,
aka Renee Moxley Good.
praised for being in Mean Gene Okerlund territory when it comes to wrestling announcing. Wrestling announcers. Who the fuck said this must have been high?
And this was from No DQ.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They said Renee Paquette is praised for being Mean Gene Okerlund territory when it comes to wrestling announcers. You must have been high, whoever said this. Renee Young, Renee Good, Renee Paquette, whatever the fuck her name is.
Renee Moxley.
Renee Moxley Good. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you right now, she was an average interviewer.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Even on the kickoff show, she was average. She's average.
Mean Gene.
She's not even close to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Mean Gene Okerlund was a legend.
Mooney.
Still is to this day a legend, in my opinion.
Yeah. Mean Gene Okerlund, are you fucking serious? So there was Mean Gene Okerlund, and then there's Renee.
You're
Come on,
really
Renee,
nowhere
give
on
me a
that
fucking
platform.
break.
I'm going to take this. This is Eugene Okerlund right here. Right up here. You're way down here.
No one, I'm going to say this right here. No one could compare to Mean Gene Okerlund on interviews as an interviewer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're not even good as Ty Grisham. I'm being honest.
I think she's on the fucking same track as Josh Matthews, to be honest.
Yeah, as an interviewer. I'm sorry. You're
I think
average.
she kind of sucks.
You're average. I'm sorry, honey.
Or the
You're
guy,
average.
or the guy that puts the rat on his head.
Oh, is she mid?
No, she's worse than me. She's average. Do you agree she's average?
I think she's worse than average, personally.
I think she's just average. You're not even in the same ballpark as Mean Gene Okerlund. And how dare you? You must have been high, whoever said this.
Well, speaking of high, Pops, do you think $10 is high these days?
$10 is high. It all depends on what you're getting.
Because Pops, I'm going to magically
play a little game.
Yeah, we're gonna play a little game here, all right? I'm going to give you $10 right now, okay?
Well, damn, where's that? I gotta feel that money.
I need that fillet of fish.
I need that.
Damn right I do.
Pops, this is from
I ain't had my fish today.
this is from this one's actually from WWE.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is build your 3-man faction with $10.
You gotta use each tier too. You can't just choose each one in a tier. You can't do that.
You gotta pick one from each tier, and there's 3 tiers, okay? And you gotta pick one from each tier. All right. I may show this on camera, so maybe you can see it a little bit better. But we got a $5 tier, okay? Then we have a $3 tier, and then we have a $2 tier. Which all that together, if you pick one out of all of them, is $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to pick one out of each column. Now,
all right.
We got in the 5th,
the
$5. We got Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, John Cena,
and Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Okay.
Now here, I'm gonna bring it up so Pops can maybe even see it a little bit better. Maybe just bringing us on the camera. Pops, you can see us right there.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got your $3 tier.
We got CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Solo Sikoa, and Jey Uso.
And then you got your $2 tier.
Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, Penta, Logan Paul.
Okay.
Now, okay, Pops, who are you going to pick out of your $5 tier?
Out of Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, John Cena, and Seth Rollins.
Come on, motherfucker, focus.
Roman Reigns.
You going to go
He
Roman
already
Reigns?
chose it. He chose
Yep.
Roman Reigns.
Okay. And now out of your $3 tier, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Solo Sikoa,
And Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
I gotta go with CM Punk.
CM Punk. Out of the $2, Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, Penta, Logan Paul.
I'm going with Logan Paul.
Oh, good God.
All right, Pops, your team for this. This is your 3-man team. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Logan Paul. You lock it in?
Huh?
You lock that in?
Yeah, but because here's why I read it. You see, Roman Reigns, CM Punk are the guys that's going to lead the damn team. Logan Paul just going to stand in the corner and look pretty.
All right, I already got mine.
All right.
$5, I'm going with Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
$3, I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
$2, I'm going with Jacob Fatu. Mine's $5 Randy Orton, $3 Drew McIntyre, $2 Jacob Fatu. I'm done.
I'm not going to pick the same as everybody else. Okay, we're trying to pick and leave a couple behind here. So I'm going to go with John Cena.
Cena.
Give me Solo, because I think Jey Uso is mid. So give me Solo. I'm gonna take Braun Breaker.
Here we go.
So, guys, tell us who you will choose.
Tell us tell us in the comments who chose the better faction. Is it Pops, me, or Joey? Write it down in the comments section.
And with that being said, let's answer a few questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Then we're gonna wrap it up.
We got a first few questions from Jason Peck.
Our boy Jason.
Big shout out to Jason.
Yeah, he's been hated on.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Jason.
Jason Peck's first question is: do you think Mr. Perfect replacing Warrior at Survivor Series 92 made the match better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure did.
Yep, no doubt.
And that was against
Razor Ramon and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Because Warrior was being a bitch pretty much. I would have to agree with that.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Second one is: do you think the Natural Disasters should have had a better reign as tag team champions of Earthquake and Typhoon? Pops. Now, I mean, granted, they were World Tag Team Champions at some point as a team. Do you think they could have went a little further, Pops?
I liked them as a team. I really did, but I think they just ran their course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. On me, I think the Natural Disasters was just a transitional tag team champions.
I agree with Tommy on that. I do believe that they were a transitional tag team champions. Also,
because right when they lost it to Money Inc.
They lost to Money Inc.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like they didn't even hold on to the titles that long. And like, don't get me wrong, as a tag team, they were a good tag team.
Yeah, I just think they were traditional tag team champions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pops.
I was agreeing, but that's what I mean. They ran their course.
Yeah, they ran their course. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Colorado Kid?
Oh, I know him. He was the one that wrestled on Worldwide and got all butthurt when Scott Hall roughed him up a little bit in the ring. He cried.
Yeah, I heard about
Did
that.
you hear about that?
I did hear about
Yeah,
that.
so I don't give two shits about the Colorado Kid anymore.
He did wrestle a little bit in USWA. I remembered.
Yeah, I remember he beat Lawler, which was uncalled for.
Yeah. Not a big fan of the Colorado
Nope,
Kid, to
me
be
neither.
honest with you. Pops, do you remember the Colorado Kid?
Not much.
Not much.
I kind of lost respect for him when he whined and complained about Scott Hall roughing him up on Worldwide.
Yeah.
No, you me, if being a wrestler, if he get a cheap shot on me, I would do a cheap shot on him.
No, but he was just
Now
crying.
that being a wrestler, that's what I do. I'd be like, you want it real? You want it real? I'll give it to you real then.
He basically got mad because Scott Hall was a little bit stiff with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scott Hall's a big man. You don't go in there. You don't go in there and try to wrestle a big man. That's what you do with a big man is you do what he did. You fight a big man.
And then he beat Jerry Lawler, but like let's just be honest here.
That was a
in Memphis, everybody's beating Jerry Lawler at some point. I love Lawler to death, but he had to drop the title so many fucking times to get it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see you see that's how he got the noted king because he won the belt so many times. So
what is he like a fucking?
What difference does it make to a guy?
USWA champion.
It doesn't matter.
Like 52 times or something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because he knew he's going to get the belt back.
Exactly. So I'm not that impressed.
So
about the Colorado Kid, to be honest with you.
It's don't be bitching about the guy. You should have fought the guy.
Absolutely. Is there any pay-per-views from WCW you wish WWE would bring back? I liked Battle Bowl and Clash of the Champions. They got Clash of the Champions.
Yeah.
WWE did bring that one back. Battle Bowl.
I enjoyed Battle Bowl.
Battle Bowl was cool.
There is one that I'm glad they did bring back, but they just made it into a house show, and that was Starrcade.
Halloween Havoc too.
Yeah, and Halloween Havoc. They did use that for NXT.
I know, but that's still fucking developmental. They didn't really use it on the actual main roster or anything.
But they used the Great American Bash.
Well, if they brought all these right here back, it'd be all right if they use it, for the mainstream matches, but they don't. They use it for fucking secondary matches.
And then they already brought they brought back the War Games as well. So
but shit.
But it never feels the same.
It don't feel the same.
And number 5 from Jason Peck, is there a belt you wish you bought back in that you bought back? I like the the European Championship and the TV title. Who do you think the best TV champion was? He said Regal.
Prince Ikea.
You're a liar.
I'll be honest. I wish they would bring back the TV championship. I kind of would have gave that belt in NXT instead of the North American.
I think there is something to behold about having a champion that has to put his title on the line
on television.
Just on television.
I kind of would rather have. I enjoyed when NWA was doing it.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying that you have to do it on every television show.
No.
Yeah. Do it on a Raw.
Well, to me,
SmackDown or even in NXT.
Now, I'm like this right here. To me, I think that belt should only be defended on the TV because that's what it is. It's a TV title. Mm-hmm. I think it should only be defended on the TV.
Not all the time, but every once in a while. I think they should bring back the television championship. I do.
it'd be nice. And once again, have like a 10, 15-minute time limit.
Yeah.
And if something doesn't go, if it doesn't, something doesn't
And
happen,
my favorite
just go by it.
television champion is probably going to get me heat, but I enjoy him as a television champion.
Okay.
Gotta be bad. I have to go with Johnny Be Bad.
Go make him mad.
That's right.
Stunning Steve Austin.
All right, pal, who's your favorite television champion?
Arn Anderson. We already know. Yeah, you got a lot of us. We already know it's Arch Anderson, as they say.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it right.
Or is it Terry Blizzard?
Terry Blizzard.
I'm about to go with Johnny Be Bad on my end. I like Johnny Be Bad. He was a good television champion.
Yeah. Let's go with some other more questions. We got a few more here. We have from TQ Potter.
TQ Potter, the deal maker.
The king of deals.
That's right.
I used to be a Tennessee native, but stayed there. I was born there.
TQ Potter's question is, do you think WWE's new show LFG is just the modern day version of Tough Enough?
Yes, I do.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what it is.
It is.
To me, it's all it is like in teams, because you got 4 fucking people: Mickey James, Undertaker, Booker T, Bully Ray, and they pick these people. So yeah, it's just like Tough Enough.
Tough Enough.
Similar to Tough Enough.
Now, if you don't know what it stands for, but on every advertisement, they got at the very end, or most advertisements that I've seen at the very end, you hear Undertaker go, right? I'm going to change it to WWE.
That's that Elijah Holyfield.
Okay.
And he's the son of Evander Holyfield.
I didn't even know if they actually had anybody on that fucking shit.
That's one person I know.
All I've seen is some of the advertisement for it, and personally, I don't give a damn.
I did like how Bully Ray stiffed that guy who was trying to shake his hand. Why should I shake your hand?
I did see something about Gunther was what.
Yeah. Yeah, you look like a Barbie doll. Yeah. Oh, you're going to impress somebody, huh? Okay, yeah. He was almost doing Jake Roberts on the goddamn phone call. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gunther goes, well.
I'll meet you at the restaurant.
Yeah, Gunther was doing that shit.
Yeah. Pops, you have anything else to really say about this fucking new show that they got going on?
It's Tough Enough shit. That's all it is. Should I say the lower grade of Tough Enough?
Yeah. Let's see. We have maybe a few more questions, and then we'll get the hell out of here because our internet is starting to fuck up again.
Yeah, so we got to make this quick.
Yeah, it's starting to get fucky. It's starting to get fucky like a fucker.
These are from Matt Jenkins. And his questions are, what is your 2 favorite NXT specials? Mine is Halloween Havoc and Deadline. I don't really have any, to be honest with you, because I don't really like it. Tommy,
I don't watch NXT hardly.
Mine would probably be the Great American Bash and Halloween Havoc.
Now, I will say this. I did enjoy some of the ones that they used to do where they were in the town, like Chicago or, Brooklyn or whatever. Some of those were pretty interesting. But then again, I haven't watched NXT for years. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I ain't either.
Number 2, what is your favorite Big Show match? His is when he took on Lesnar in that stretcher match. Was that Judgment Day?
Yeah, Judgment Day 2003.
Judgment Day.
If I choose favorite Big Show match.
Oh boy. Favorite Big Show match?
Favorite Big Show match.
I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and say mine just because it's sticking. It's sticking out in my mind.
Okay.
Him versus John Cena for the U.S. title at WrestleMania 20.
You know what? I'm gonna choose one.
He lost, but he was in the match.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Probably mine has to be. It'll have to be Big Show versus Mark Henry from Vengeance 2011, where they
Broke the ring.
broke the ring down.
Yeah,
Choose that.
I like that one too.
You like that one too?
I like that one too. To me, I'm sorry. I think it was the best Big Show match that in my opinion, Big Show ever had.
There you go. We got 3 more questions and we'll get the hell out of here. What is your 2 favorite WrestleManias? His is 24 and 19 and 2019's.
My 2 favorite WrestleManias. I'm gonna have to go, of course, WrestleMania 17.
Okay.
Houston.
We have a problem.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say it too, WrestleMania 18.
Okay. Pops, your 2 favorite WrestleManias.
WrestleMania 3.
No, we already. Okay. WrestleMania 3.
WrestleMania 3.
Okay. And we already know WrestleMania 6.
WrestleMania 6. And there's 2 reasons why.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, number one, well, this right here is after I found out about the Warrior and how big a big bitch he was and how big a shit he was. I was pulling for the Warrior to win, and he did. And on top of that, right there, they went back, in the audience, and they took a snapshot of a young
Cope.
Adam Copeland.
We see a young Cope in the audience.
And what's your favorite WrestleMania?
Yes, and that is why, and I don't care what I'm not like most people. I'm not mad at Edge because he left. He left to get more money. He done everything there was in WWE, in my opinion. Everything that he accomplished, and he already said it. I accomplished everything there was there. So you move on. What the fuck? It ain't nobody's business. Wasn't my business. Wasn't ain't nobody else's business when somebody leaves. They leave because they want to, and that's just the way it is.
My 2 favorite WrestleMania is 8 and 18. I love WrestleMania 8 for some reason. It's a classic in my opinion, but it is what it is. And we got 2 more. What is your favorite Starrcade pay-per-view? His is when Sting beat Hogan, so it's 97.
Yeah.
Favorite Starrcade.
I already got mine. It won't take me long.
Well, go ahead.
I have to go with 1, Starrcade 1985.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and say another one is probably Starrcade 1993.
1993 is my favorite Starrcade.
A lot of people shit on that Starrcade.
I know a lot of people shit on that Starrcade. I liked it personally, but that's just maybe it's just the nostalgia berries.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go with 85 and 1993 for me.
Paz, is there a favorite Starrcade?
Night of the Skywalkers.
86.
86.
You got another one?
Well, he only said one.
Oh.
And then we got a last one here. We got a smash, pass, and marry.
Okay.
You got to pass one, you got to smash one, you got to marry one. Molly Holly, Alicia Fox, Zelina Vega.
Can I go ahead? It won't take me long.
It won't take you long.
Pass Alicia Fox, Zelina Vega, marry Molly Holly.
I'm doing the same thing. Alicia Fox just never really been a big fan of in any kind of sort of thing. Molly Holly is that innocent, sweet girl, so yeah, definitely got to marry her and have a little fun with Zelina Vega, I guess.
Well, me in my own fashion, of course, I know I'll go with what you guys said, but in my own fashion, if it was for real, I'd bang them all three.
I bet you would.
So, Papa, you saying the same?
I'm saying the same thing, yeah.
Well, guys, that's it for this edition of the WR Podcast.
Yeah, we gotta get out here before the fucking internet gets something worse.
Yeah. It did the fucking that bad because I stalled there for a minute. I had my finger up there. I'm not this one.
Guys, don't forget to go get the merch if you guys want to get the merch. You guys get in contact with us on X. You guys get in contact with us.
Woo, isn't that fucking that bad now?
Let's get the fuck out of here. Guys, like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Wrestling Rampage 2. Guys, follow us on Twitter and X at Wrestle Rampage. Follow me and Tommy on Instagram. Hey guys, hit that damn subscribe button. We're gonna be
more great wrestling videos. We want you all to have a good day. See you guys.
Have a good one. See you guys later.